Serving as a shining beacon from the center of Zion, the Fath-e Azeem Mosque was to be inaugurated by the hands of Hazrat Khalifatul Masih, the fifth successor of the promised Messiah alayhi salam. It was Alexander Dowie's animosity towards Islam and abuse of its holy founder that stirred the most devoted servant of the Holy Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, that being Hazrat Mirza Ghulam Ahmad alayhi salam, who immediately rose to the defense of Islam. The promised Messiah alayhi salam warned Dowie to desist, but he did not heed this warning. Then, under the command of Allah the Almighty, the promised Messiah alayhi salam challenged Dowie to a mubahala, a prayer duel, that whichever of them was a liar should perish in the lifetime of the other. Just as prophesied, Dowie, who was 12 years younger than the promised Messiah alayhi salam and had been seemingly at the peak of his powers, was suddenly overcome by paralysis and passed away in 1907 during the lifetime of the promised Messiah alayhi salam. His death fulfilled a prophecy which the promised Messiah alayhi salam, under divine guidance, declared to be a Fath-e Azeem, meaning a great victory. This was a grand sign not only for those residing in India, rather it was witnessed by millions across the entire Western world, and was a great sign of the truth of the man chosen by God, the promised Messiah and Mahdi alayhi salam. As Hazur unveiled the plaque, all those in attendance raised slogans of the majesty of Allah the Almighty. Prior to the unveiling of the plaque, Hazur visited an exhibition at the mosque about the prophecy of the promised Messiah alayhi salam, that also houses many of the publications that reported all the events of the Mubahala challenge.
یہ فرسٹ ایڈیشن اردو میں ریویو ریلیجن جو عظیم مسیح موعود نے خط لکھا تھا کہ ڈوئی نے یہ سٹی بنائی ہے اور بہت 40 میل کی پلان بنائی تھی دسمبر 31 1899. پھر ڈوئی نے ایک موومنٹ شروع کی ہے 100,000 لوگوں کا. اس کا نیٹ ورتھ واز $800 million in today's value. حضور جب فتح عظیم کا نام یو ایس پیپرز میں
سب کے 160 ہیں ورلڈ وائڈ.
جی
اس میں یہ ہے کہ جتنے کلپنگس ہیں اس کو ہم نے کیٹیگرائز کیا ہے بائی کنٹریز. تو حضور آپ اس کو لانچ
جی جی
یہ حضور یہ ہے نوم نگیٹ الاسکا کا اس زمانے کا اخبار.
جی
کریڈ چیلنجز کریڈ.
جی
اس کو ہم نے میگنیفائی کتنا کیا ہے.
یہ حضور یہ خاص اجازت ملی ہے. ہم نے باسٹن پبلک لائبریری کو کانٹیکٹ کیا ہے تو انہوں نے اجازت لی ہے کہ اوریجنل ان کے پاس تھا تو انہوں نے باقاعدہ سرٹیفکیشن بھیجا ہے. تو یہ اوریجنل کلپنگ ہے. انہوں نے کہا کہ یہ ایگزیکٹلی ایز اٹ اپیئرڈ ان دا نیوز پیپر یہ قائم ہے. تو انہوں نے کہا کہ دس از دی آتھینٹک سرٹیفائڈ کاپی. یہاں پہ جو ہے یہ تصویر ہے 1894 جو کلپس دیکھی گئے. لوگ کہتے ہیں کہ نہیں ہوا ہے. دس از ویژول پروف کہ یہ ہوا ہے.
1894 کا
اوریجنل ایڈیشن ہے. اور جی
1895 میں ہوا ہے
1895 میں
ویسٹرن
ہیمسفیئر. جی
94 میں انڈیا میں
جی جی
95 میں آیا ہوا تھا.
جی تو یہ اس میں کامکس کا بھی ذکر ہے. سان فرانسسکو کا اوریجنل ایڈیشنز ملے ہیں. یہ اوریجنل نیو یارک ٹائمز کی آرٹیکل ملی ہے اس زمانے کے. یہ ریئر کلیکٹر آئٹمس ہم نے جمع کیے ہیں. اور سارے حضور یہ وکٹری کا ہے. یہ فتح عظیم یہ تو ریئر چیز ہے. ٹائم میگزین جو ہے اس کا جو اوریجنل نام تھا وہ لٹریری ڈائجسٹ ہے. یہ اوریجنل فرسٹ ایڈیشن ملی ہے پیپر. اور یہ حضرت مسیح موعود اسلام کی فوٹو انہوں نے اس وقت کھینچی. ہم نے کلیکٹر سے لیے.
لائبریری سے نہیں ملے.
نہیں لائبریری سے بھی نہیں ملے, کلیکٹر سے ملے. یہ 115 سال پرانا اخبار ہے.
Hazur also laid the foundation stone for the minaret that is to be built at the mosque and inspected the entire mosque complex. The premises cover an area of 13,000 square feet. The main prayer hall can house 150 worshippers, whilst 600 can be accommodated in the entire building.
Hazrat Amirul Mu'mineen, Hazrat Khalifatul Masih Khamis, Inni Ma'aka.
Later in the day, a renowned media outlet, Religion News Service, had the opportunity to interview Hazur. The journalist asked Hazur why was it important for Hazur to be here for the inauguration of the mosque.
Wherever we open the mosque, normally our communities in that country, they ask if it is possible I should come there to open the mosque. So in Germany, in the UK or elsewhere, I normally used to travel before COVID to open the mosque. But here, there's one thing special, as you have seen from the exhibition. Yeah. So that is also one of the causes. Apart from that, as I have said, I normally open the mosque and meet my community members there. In this way, they become encouraged, and I advise them, and what is the purpose of the mosque? The purpose of our life, according to our belief and religion, is to worship Allah. So mosques are made for this purpose. And when I remind them, they should remember not only be happy because of construction of the mosque, but actually realize what the purpose of their life is. So in this way, they become encouraged, they are charged, and then they change themselves and realize what their duties are.
The journalist asked what Hazur hopes the people will learn from the story of Alexander Dowie.
He said, our work is to convey the message of Islam. Quran says there is no compulsion in religion. And it says that you cannot force anybody to change your religion. But keep on doing your work. Those who do not change their religion, at least they will realize that Islam's teachings are actually those teachings which ask the person to live together amicably and discharge their duties they owe to each other. The founder of the Ahmadiyya community said, my purpose is to bring the people of the world before Allah, make them understand how to worship Allah and why should they worship Allah, and they should bow before their Creator. Secondly, purpose is to make the people realize their duties they owe to each other. They respect each other. They respect each other's religion. And this is what the Quran says, and this is what we believe, and this is what we practice, this is what we preach.
The journalist went on to ask Hazur if there is still a role for organized religion in the world, and can religion be a voice for peace?
You see, we say that the purpose of religion is not to scare anybody. As I have already told you, there are two purposes for which the founder of the Ahmadiyya movement appeared. To revive the true teaching of Islam. And the basis of the two teachings are to make the people realize their duties they owe to their Creator, and secondly, to make them realize their duties they owe to their fellow beings. So, if you know these two duties, then there's no need to fear us. We are not going to force. We preach. We do not say that you must accept, otherwise we shall do this or that. We are not that type of fanatic mullahs or miscreants who are disturbing the peace of the society. We say we must live peacefully and we respect each other. Quran says that you must respect the religion of each other. It says that you should not even use any bad language against the idols of the idol worshippers, because they will, in retaliation, use the same language against Allah, the Almighty, your God. And that means you are going to be the cause of that language. So respect even those people and do not speak ill of any person, any deity of any religion.